Wall Street banks are quietly buying into Cardano right now. But here's the weird part. ADA just hit a 5-year low. How does that make any sense? Let me show you what's really happening behind the scenes. Because while retail investors are panicking and selling, the big money is positioning themselves for something massive. So here's what's going down. Major financial institutions, we're talking the suits on Wall Street, are starting to integrate Cardano into their systems. They're not just dipping their toes in. They're building serious infrastructure around it. But at the same exact time, ADA's price is sitting at levels we haven't seen since 2020. It's trading lower than it was during the last bear market. That disconnect is telling us something important. Here's why this matters to you. When Wall Street moves into a crypto project quietly while prices are low, they're not doing it by accident. They're accumulating. They're building positions before the general public catches on. Now let me explain what makes Cardano special. And this is where ISO 20022 comes into play. ISO 20022 is basically a new language for money. Think of it like this. Right now, banks around the world all speak different languages when they send money to each other. It's slow, it's expensive, and it causes errors. ISO 20022 is the universal translator. It's a messaging standard that lets financial institutions communicate seamlessly. Faster transfers, lower costs, better tracking. And it's not some future idea. It's being rolled out right now across the global banking system. Here's where it gets interesting for everyday people like us. Only certain cryptocurrencies are built to work with this new system. Cardano is one of them. So is XRP, XLM, YLGO, and a handful of others. These are called ISO 20022 compliant tokens. They're designed to plug directly into the new financial infrastructure that banks are building. That means they could become the bridges between traditional money and digital money. For regular people, this matters because it could change how you send money internationally. Right now, if you want to send money overseas, you pay massive fees and wait days for it to clear. ISO 20022 tokens could cut that down to seconds and pennies. It also matters for businesses. Small companies paying suppliers in other countries get crushed by transfer fees. If these tokens become the standard, those costs basically disappear. Now, back to Cardano specifically. The reason Wall Street is interested isn't just the ISO compliance. Cardano has something most cryptos don't. It's built by academics and peer-reviewed like scientific research. Every upgrade goes through rigorous testing. That might sound boring, but to institutions managing billions of dollars, that's exactly what they want. They need reliability over hype. So why is the price so low if all this is true? 2 reasons. First, the entire crypto market has been in a rough patch. Bitcoin's been volatile, and when Bitcoin struggles, everything else bleeds harder. ADA is no exception. Second, retail investors don't care about institutional adoption until it's obvious. They chase pumps and memes. They're not paying attention to what's being built in the background. But here's what you need to watch going forward. Keep an eye on announcements from major banks about blockchain integration. If you start seeing Cardano's name pop up in partnership announcements with traditional finance, that's your signal. Also watch the regulatory environment. The clearer the rules become around crypto, the faster institutions can move. And when they move billions at a time. One more thing to track, Cardano's development milestones. They're rolling out major upgrades that improve speed and scalability. Those upgrades matter because they make the network more attractive to enterprise use. The smart money isn't worried about daily price action. They're looking 3 to 5 years ahead. They're asking, where will the financial system be in 2028? And they're positioning now while prices are low and nobody's paying attention. That's the opportunity. When Wall Street is buying and retail is sleeping, that's historically been the best time to stack. Not financial advice, just pattern recognition from every market cycle we've seen. This is educational content only, not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing. Crypto is risky, and you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. Follow Stack Daily 60 for daily crypto and money tips.